Hello and welcome to the news update. I am Henry Igwebike. No fewer than 5 passengers were killed on Sunday when a boat capsized in Anambra State, southeast Nigeria. About 30 of the passengers were rescued after the accident. The incident happened at about 7 a.m. at River Niger near Onitsha in the state. The passengers were said to be coming from Kogi State, north-central Nigeria. Although the identities of the victims have yet to be ascertained, sources say that the victims were mainly women and children. The spokesperson to the police in Anambra State has confirmed the incident. Tochukwu Ikenga, a deputy superintendent of police, said bodies of the 5 passengers have been recovered from the river. The spokesperson said Marine Police operatives in Anambra responded to the incident when they received a distress call. The federal government says it is currently investigating the reported payment made into the private bank account of civil servant on the author of the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta, for vulnerable Nigerians. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, disclosed this on Sunday in a press statement released to the media in Abuja. Edu has come under heavy criticism from diverse Nigerians for ordering the transfer of 585.2 million naira into the private bank account of a civil servant who is an accountant in charge of grants for vulnerable Nigerians. The minister had issued a memo to the Accountant General of the Federation in December 2023 ordering the said amount to be paid into the civil servant's private bank account. Although the AG rather said it was against the civil service rule to pay the government's money into a private bank account, the money was nevertheless paid, thus raising eyebrows from concerned Nigerians. Edu has denied any wrongdoing, though there are still many questions left unanswered by her ministry and the Accountant General's office. In the statement on Sunday, Idris said that the federal government acknowledged the concerns raised by the public regarding the alleged payment of funds into a private account by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The Lagos State government has lost its share of control of Nigeria's inland waterways, which it has exercised for over 15 years through levying and licensing of operators in the sector. The Lagos State government had raked in revenues from operators in the sector pursuant to the state's Lagos State Waterways Authority LASWA law, which came into force in 2008. The Supreme Court on Friday held that it was the sole responsibility of the central government to impose levies and issue licenses to operators in the industry. Delivering its judgment on a suit concerning the dispute, a 7-member panel of the Supreme Court led by John Okoro said it was unlawful for state government to seek to control the nation's inland waterways. In the lead judgment written by Justice Okoro, the Supreme Court held that existing laws confer exclusive control of activities in the inland waterways on the federal government through its agencies, the National Inland Waterways Authority and the Nigerian Maritime Standard and Safety Agency, and no other tier of government. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it has paid $61.64 million to foreign airlines through various deposit money banks. Hakama Sidi Ali, CBN Acting Director of Corporate Communication, the department, made the revelation in a statement on Sunday. Ali said that the CBN redeemed outstanding forward liabilities of almost $2 billion in the past 3 months. She said that disbursement was in fulfillment of the regulator's commitment to eliminate the backlog of pending matured foreign exchange FX in the banks. Foreign airlines have struggled to repatriate their revenues since July 2022, when the total amount hit $464 million. In attempts to recover the funds, Emirates Airlines suspended flights operations to Nigeria in November of 2022. British Airways also closed its inventory to Nigeria in the global distribution system, an act that prevented local travel agencies from making bookings from their portals. In foreign news, authorities in Japan say the number of persons unaccounted for after Japan's New Year's Day earthquake more than tripled to 323, while the death toll rose to 168. A new list released by Ishikawa Prefecture in central Japan on Monday showed the number of missing persons soaring from 31 to 281 in Wajima, one of the worst hit places where the quake flattened dozens of houses and a major fire devastated a large area. A heavy dumping of snow, meanwhile, complicated relief efforts a week after the 7.5 magnitude quake, with more than 2,000 people still cut off. Many others are also lacking power or have been forced to take shelter in crowded emergency sites. In the prefecture city of Suzu, a woman in her 90s managed to survive 5 days on the wreckage of a collapsed house before being saved on a Saturday. Hang in there, rescuers were heard calling to the woman in police footage from the rainy scene published by local media. In sports news, France forward Kylian Mbappe will join Real Madrid next season after reportedly reaching an agreement with Los Blancos earlier in the week. The last two summers have seen both Mbappe and Real Madrid involved in transfer sagas, with all things seemingly pointing towards a stunning move on both occasions. But Real were left red-faced on both occasions. For Real Madrid were eager to avoid a third defeat when discussing a potential transfer with Mbappe, who will be out of contract at the end of the season. According to Foot Mercato, Mbappe reached an agreement with Real Madrid a few days ago and committed his future to the La Liga giants after refusing to extend his stay at Paris Saint-Germain. However, reports are stating that the financial package on offer from the Spanish giants is lower than those that were presented to the 25-year-old superstar during negotiation in 2022. Finally, on the news update, soccer eventually came the way of Gladys Omodiagbe, the new mother of quadruplets who had been struck at a private hospital in Warri, Delta State since October 2023 over her inability to settle the 4 million naira medical bill incurred on her delivery. This follows the demonstration of goodwill and philanthropy by Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, owned by the Niger Delta activist Chief Government Dompolo, which cleared the outstanding medical bill she owed the hospital on Saturday. It is understood that the management of Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited dispatched its chief security officer, Ashaka Orobosa, with a check for an unspecified amount of money to effect the payment of the medical bill to enable the discharge of the mom and her quadruplets from the hospital. Well, that's just about all we have for our news update today. Please do well to visit our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com and also follow us, like and comment on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. Subscribe to our YouTube channel also at Enterprise TV7. I'll see you tomorrow for yet another news update.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.